Hello, 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 and welcome to the CTS Phase 2, Series 3, Group A and B Qualifiers. I'm your host, Battle Upon Wolf, and today the teams, a whole bunch of new teams to be exactly, in both Group A and Group B, will be playing today to see which of the top 6 teams from both groups will qualify to next week's semifinals. Now to keep you guys up to date, like I always do, if you missed our last series tournament or if you guys didn't see the results yet, T20 is your phase 2 series 2 winners, coming in first place with I think 140 something points in the finals, 140 plus points in the finals, which is a lot, and they did that in 5 matches. Now we could have went to a 6th match, but fortunately Haitian Screams Community Esports fumbled into extending the finals to 6 matches, letting T20 win based on champion rush. Also guys, just also to let you guys know, there is a 1-minute delay to prevent anyone from stream sniping, to keep things fair for our teams, and of course to keep it a little more fair for viewers too, by not like overextending the time. So with that being said, while we wait for the teams to get ready and we wait for the wood to be set, we did ask the people in the CTS community, and we did this last series tournament on which teams would dominate for their group. Now mind you, there's 12 teams in each group with A, B, and C and D that will be played tomorrow, but for today we'll only have for A and B. So again, we asked the community which of the 2 teams from both groups would dominate in their group. And to be honest, we're not surprised. I seen this myself included, especially after the performance from last series, where we have our choices. Where we have our choices with T20 dominating in Group A, and then E7 Empire dominating in Group B. For T20, this is for T20, we're not surprised by seeing this. We kind of depict that it was going to happen again. Let's see, here's my microphone. Yes, okay. We did depict that this was going to happen again. We're not surprised, but yes, the community said that T20, out of all the other teams in Group A, would dominate in their group. And for E7, people in the community chose them to dominate in Group B. Now mind you, E7 did come in 3rd place back in Series 2 for Phase 2. So seeing them being picked to dominate in Group B is surprising, especially based on the fact that PvP is also in Group B. Now PvP was picked a lot, but E7 was picked more. Now for the teams that's in for this group, give me 1 second to let me actually find it. So see, give me 1 second to actually find it. This one, actually, hold up. Okay, so okay, good. So for the teams that's playing today, my pilot chat for the little hiccup. So we have for Group A, we have TNT, Crew Reborn. Actually, no, I'm just gonna find the list on the way down. Then I'm just gonna make it a little easier for myself here. So we have TNT, Echo Esports, Royal Tigers, Axiolados, AXD, Godlike, Team Recoil making a return, Clan Rio making a return. If you have not seen them played in P1, in Series 1 or Series 2 for Phase 2, so seeing them come back for Phase 3 is surprising. Then Crew Reborn, Team Fighters, T20, True Reapers, and Team Angelic. And mind you, we have not seen Team Angelic since Phase 1 of the CTS. So to see them come back in Phase 2 and in Phase 3 is very surprising. And now, also we do have another team that team that's playing in Phase 2, in Group B. not Group B, Group A, which is being Resilience Esports. Unfortunately, we don't have it shown here, but you will be seeing them play today. And then for Group B, we have Titanus Esports, Rambox Gaming, D9 Squad X, Mexa Squad, Real Flow Esports, E7 Empire, PvP Esports, SGP, RYX, R8, Favela, and 58 Nation, the sponsor team of the CTS. These are the teams that's playing in today's qualifiers, and only 12 teams will qualify today to the semifinals. Now, now seeing these teams, as you can see for Group B, there is a lot of new faces here. While we do have some returning faces, a majority of the teams that's in Group B is very new. So I'm glad to see them play in today's tournament, and I'm glad they decided to sign up for this tournament as well. So we're looking forward to see how the new teams play, and I could already guess how the teams that's making a comeback that's returned to the CTS to play again will perform very well like they always do. Second chat. Let me just also, yeah, to answer your question, for group A, for Group C and D, they'll play tomorrow. We'll show the graphic for that. In tomorrow's stream. So second chat to do. Go back here. So to keep you guys informed, the room is made. We have the teams getting ready and set up, and we're gonna see who is going to dominate for Group A. Now, my prediction is that I do think that T20 is gonna dominate, based on the fact that Mark, the MVP for the finals for Phase 2 Series 2, is playing in this tournament as well. But I do have some bad news, guys. Unfortunately, Mark, don't take me on this though, but it's a 50-50. Mark would he did say that he would not be playing in any more CTS tournaments after this phase. But he said that if this is his last tournament, he's going to give it his all. Can we use X and H? I don't know. Sure, fine. Like I said, if you're in Group B, then if you're in Group B and that's your assigned letter avatar, then you would use that. But we do have so again, the room is made. He's getting teams ready. So so unfortunately, like I said, this might be Mark's last tournament. I'm hoping it's not though. I'm hoping we could see them play in more tournaments. TNT, if you don't have the lead avatar, just don't use it for this tournament. We'll switch you out. We'll switch you out we'll switch you out for the semifinals, because X and H is already assigned to a different team, so we can't give you that team's letter, because if you use that team's letter, you'll be using their logo in the stream instead of using your own. So if you can't use the letter that's assigned to you, don't worry. We'll assign you a different letter for the semifinals. But other than that, guys, I'm looking forward to see how the teams play today. So to keep you guys in the loop, right? A former team known as Zada X, a team that has performed very well in CTS tournaments, is playing under 58. Is playing under 58 Nation, meaning that the whole roster of Zada X is now playing as 58 Nation, and Um, and to be honest, that is new for the CTS, as to have the whole team be transferred over to a new team is the first we see in the CTS history. Of course, we see members get dropped. Some members go to this team. Some members go to that team. Some a team a couple members from another team. But to have a whole team go under the roster of an existing team in the CTS is the first we see in the CTS. So I'm looking forward to see how 50 Nation plays today, especially since they are the sponsor team of the CTS. So I'm looking forward to see if they're gonna play well, which I think they will because they have been playing well in our scrimmages. So yeah, I think they're gonna do well. But no, I don't want to jinx them. Just let it happen. so let's see. The teams join up. Let's see the teams join up. Give me 1 second. Oh shit, that's right. I just let this one know. This one in my laptop to actually stay up to date. So I'm looking at the thing. Guys and teams joining in. Some teams might be joining a little later. So we don't have character bands for our BR tournaments, but we do have them for our 4v4 tournaments. Just so you know, these loop So. Hey, so, I'll use loop ball for future. I'll probably use loop ball for this tournament though. But right now though, we're just focusing on make sure the teams get into the loop. Again, guys, like I said, there is a 1 minute delay to prevent any teams from to make it much harder for teams to stream snipe. And it makes it a little more fair for the teams that's playing, and a little more fair for the viewers too, even though we could be like a minute behind. So, which is alright. So it's all good. But yo, B, what's up, man? How you doing today? I like my laptop will update a little fast. I might just have to stay here for now. Jason, Dick for the follow, man. I need to make sure, because since my laptop is updating still, and I thought it was gonna be done before the stream started. I gotta use my phone to do this, to make sure I contact the teams properly. please CTS come to SG. I don't know what SG is. A friend. Congrats on 1K follows with this giveaway. This is my second account. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because guys, just so you know, we'll be having not only tomorrow that we'll be having our C and D qualifiers, but tomorrow we are having our 1,000 followers solo tournament. I will send more information. I will have more information on that tonight, as I was sending in a post. But while you're here and while I have your attention, in order to win the solo tournament, right, you need to not only get a booyah, but you need 15 kills or more to win the the tournament. So that's the only way that you could win the tournament for tomorrow's solo for tomorrow's 1,000 followers solo tournament. So again, you have to get a booyah and you have to have 15 kills. We will do this for 3 matches, so it'll be 3 winners, and the winning prize I will gift you a bundle that's in the I think it was the 1,200 diamond range. It's like 1,200 diamond range. So you see, like nothing expensive but nothing cheap as well. So it's like, it plays both things. But TikTok question, can you guys hear me properly, by the way? I just want to make sure you can hear me. Nah, I can't do anything in this channel. Yes, it's dead. What the hell? So okay, but okay. You guys gave me clearly, right? I just want to make sure. YouTube. I can't see you guys properly. Oh, okay. So for our Espanol speakers, for our Spanish teams, I do want to say this though. Hold up, because let me actually type it out so I can read it to you guys. Okay. Was it where we got put my group? My bad. We missed it. Jamil. Your team plays in Group B. Don't worry. That was try next time. So, okay. So I'll make sure everything's going well. So yeah, but yo, this laptop taking forever to update. God damn. Okay. Okay, for our Spanish speakers, for our hablas español speakers, this I want to say so and also I want to say, because I want to say this right now. I also know my yo no hablo yo no hablo bien español, very little español. So I'm gonna try to say this. So Queremos agradecerles por venir via el tono CTS. Si el grupo participa, agradecerles por jugar en esta torneo. Es un honor tenerlos aquí. Muchas gracias. I probably just butchered the whole fucking shit, and I probably just I don't know, man. But if you guys understand, for my Spanish speakers, if you at least partially understand what I said, I'll basically just say is I'm glad to have you guys. It's glad to have you guys here for the CTS tournaments. I probably just butchered the whole thing. So, but it's glad to have you guys here. Muchas gracias. It's an honor to have more teams that's in the North America region play in the CTS, both English, Spanish speaking, and all that. So again, it's an honor to have you guys play here, and if you're not playing, at least watching the tournaments as well. So I probably just butchered that whole sentence, dude. I need to work on my fucking I need to work on my Spanish. So it's all good. Yo, I know Jamil's laughing his ass off right now, saying, I know he got me laughing his ass off, bro. do you say I like your Spanish, but again, dude, me no hablo bien español. It's very bad. Español, mi español, bad. Okay, so the things it's starting to get up. So anyway. Yo, it's time to yes, sir, bro. It's Duolingo. It's time to pay the Greenbird a visit again, dude. Because for people who don't know, I used to take Duolingo lessons back in high school, but the reason I stopped doing it, right? Because get this, right? So my Spanish teacher back in I'll probably say junior high school. I'm assuming, junior high school, right? So me and her got okay at first, but I don't know what happened that made her dislike me for some reason, dude. She I don't know what I did, whatever, but she just did not dislike me. And what she also did was she would talk shit in Spanish about the other non-speakers, about the kids that didn't speak Spanish, and she even talked it about the black kids too, because where I live at is like a lot of black people in the area, and she used to talk so much crap about the black kids. And thing is, though, I picked up on that too, right? So but anyways, I kept the G because I ain't no trouble. I got no trouble as it is. So but what I did was, I just but what I did was, when she tried to give an attitude towards me, I wasn't having it. So I give it right back towards her. And then, one thing escalated to another, and me and her did not end on good terms. And when that happened, I just did not want to. I just did not. It demotivated me from learning to speak Spanish. He said that's from back when dinosaurs was alive. Oh, yeah, right, buddy. This dude. But I do want to pick up Spanish lessons. I do want to pick up Spanish lessons again, especially since a lot of the community in Free Fire is preliminary. It's a primitive. I don't know if I'm saying it right. In the North America region, a whole lot of Spanish-speaking players and teams. So I need to, I do need to learn how to speak Spanish to communicate with them better, and especially in my commentary too. So. I mean, Jamil, Dots is not wrong, dude. You cannot be talking about you, my boy. You're older than me by about 4 years. My boy, you saw the big 911 event. I wasn't born yet. You saw it, so that's how old you are. I had to experience that by watching it a couple years after. You was alive to experience it, so you cannot be talking about. You are uncle prime. You're a prime uncle times 10. So you cannot be talking. Uncle Jamil in the chat cannot be talking. Excuse me, goddamn. Okay. You know about we're gonna have the teams Alright, so I think we're gonna start anyway. Okay, so chat, we're about to start our first match for Group A. Give me 1 second while we give me 1 second. So, chat, drop your prediction on who you think is going to win today's who you think is going to dominate for Group A. Again, we did get a lot of people saying that team, that T20 is going to win in their group, but we gotta see. We just have to see. So we can wait for them to load in. Okay, so I think we're good. Okay, so we're gonna play like Group B is gonna play like an hour and a half, like an hour and a half, because matches do take about like 15 to 20 minutes to complete. So I probably say, so right now it's like 6:06. So probably like around like 7 or 7:30, Group B should be ready. So it might be less time than anything. So anyway, chat, with that being said, we're gonna kick off the first match on Bermuda. So if we can play this, okay, there we go. So I think this might be the wrong one. Oh yeah, this is the wrong one. So 2 seconds. So again, chat, there is a 1 minute delay. Just want to let you know. So for the teams that's in this, the team that's in Group B again, not Group B, Group A. To remind you, Echo Esports, Resilience, True Reapers, TNT, also known as I think it was it was something, but we call it TNT for short. Royal Tigers, Team Recoil, Crew Reborn, Team Fighters, T20, Team Angelic, and Godlike. Unfortunately, we're all missing team, but hopefully they do join later on. So with the playing path going from south to north towards Mode House, and ending off at Mode House, let's see who is gonna strike first blood in our tournament. So already we have Echo Esports putting pressure on True Reapers, with Abdul getting the first blood on Ragex from True Reapers. Now, Echo Esports getting the striking the first kill for our tournament. Panther put some nice damage on Aimlock, get him very weak. Get him very weak, but he does not secure the knock. But Aimlock pulling a nice Uno reverse and a nice jump headshot over the heady on that wall is able to knock down and fully eliminate Panther. So now Echo Esports has 2 kills to kick off their group. So now over towards, let's see, towards let's look at towards Team T going up against Team Recoil, with Team T knocking each member down 1 by 1, which does leave Team Recoil with only 1 player left, being Mad Max. And speaking of True Reapers, they are down to the last 2 players, being Lex and Shooter, with both of them being spread apart. Being spread far apart. What's good, Israel? By the way, Israel, as you can see, the logos came out. Unfortunately, some of the teams don't have their letter avatars, so you know, we might not see their logos unless they qualify later on to the semifinals. So again, chat, who you think is going to dominate? Who's going to dominate in this match? Already TNT getting the kill leader spot with 3 kills so far. So let's see if they could keep that momentum going. Keep the momentum going. So Godlike, a returning team in the CTS with a nice, beautiful logo, I will say. But the performance hasn't really been up to par for people who does not keep up that much. We do host scrims in the CTS, so if you guys want to join our scrimmages, please join through the link in bio to join our Discord server. So now we have Royal Tiger push up against Team Angelic. Team Angelic down to the last surviving member, being Peekaboo, and Team Angelic is the first team to be fully wiped out by Royal Tigers. So now Team Angelic goes back. Will now go back to the lobby and have to wait until match 2, with Royal Tigers getting the first team wipe in match 1. So now that means that the other teams will need to play a little catch up. So now over towards True Reapers. Now go over towards True Reapers going up against Echo Esports. With True Reapers is still down 1 member, so they really can't do too much. But I don't know, as Panther does get a knock and kill on Blood there, which does force Echo Esports to disengage up towards the mountain, having to break away and create distance from True Reapers, as True Reapers just put them also in a 3-player situation. So now True Reapers with 1 kill on the board, now trying to figure out how they could probably get a little more kills added on. So now over towards Godlike and Royal Tigers. Godlike trying to put a little pressure on Royal Tigers, but Godlike is, for looks, is a little weak, but not too much, as he do fully heal up, and they are trying to put pressure on Royal Tigers. But back over towards True Reapers and Echo Esports. Echo Esports is now down a player, actually 2 players, if Aimlock does get fully eliminated, which I think he will. So now True Reapers putting pressure on Echo Esports, putting them in a 2-player situation and securing the 3rd kill of the match. But Shooter does get knocked down. Echo Esports is still holding on, with Monado holding the high ground and putting pressure on True Reapers. Now, but he does have to disengage here though, as him and Blood are the only 2 players that's left alive for their team. So now back up towards Godlike, eliminating 3 players of Royal Tigers, is now trying to find, but they find the last player, being Phantom for Royal Tigers, with Phantom get a nice knock on Madden here, but he still has the rest of Godlike to worry about. Phantom trying to look for angle here. He did get a knock. He does get an knock, but he's very weak though. Eagle going for the push, and Eagle gets the full wipe. And Royal Tigers is your second team to be fully wiped out in match 2. And that's kind of ironic too, how they got the first team wipe on Team Angelic, and they was the next team to be fully wiped out. So now it was T20 with Mark being the P2S2 MVP, trying to look for some kills here. He does get a nice tag on aim lock, trying to see he could probably get a nice tag on Monado here, but I don't think he will though. He does pressure on the car. He does damage it, but I was gonna say he doesn't disable it, but he does force Monado to now go on foot. And for a third team to be wiped out, being TNT, going out with 6 kills. So they do pretty okay on kills, but with them being eliminated in 9th place, them placement points is not gonna really help them out that much. How do you host like this, brother? To host, Gali, you gotta be be a little more specific there, brother. Can you explain a little more better, please? Okay, so now Resilience does see Godlike trying to put a little pressure on them, but Tar does get knocked down and fully eliminated, which is going to force Resilience to disengage it from Godlike. Not losing one of the players to say, you know what? With us losing one of our players, I think we're gonna back off of creating distance, as we don't want to really take this gunfight. And mind you, they are outside the zone here. So with them, if they take that gunfight and have Godlike put pressure on them and the zone on the back, with the zone taking damage, with them taking zone damage, is really gonna it's really not gonna really benefit them that much. I mean, if they get the kills, cool. But like I said, the zone damage and with them have to still rotate in, yeah, it wouldn't be too pretty. But so in other words, the smart move was to disengage from that gunfight. And yes, Dave, C and D plays tomorrow, just so you know. So let's take a look at the map here right quick and see what the zone leads to, as it does lead to the southern, it leads to the southern, eastern side of the zone here, with the teams on the western side, such as T20 and True Reapers, having to make a far rotation. Crew Reborn make us day by day inside the zone. Godlike, they just got inside the zone. Team Fighters, they're finally making their way inside the zone now, trying to see if they could probably get a nice little spot in the zone, as the next one is about to appear. So now T20 start making the rotation in. Team Fighters with no kills with no kills so far, but they do get a nice little spot in the zone though, so they could at least have that to work with. But they do need to be careful, as Team Recoil is nearby. And mind you, Team Recoil is a pretty good team too, as this is their first tournament of phase 2. We haven't seen them play since phase 1, so for them to make a return is very good to see, and refreshing too. So seeing them play with a couple of existing members from the past is very good to see. So and yes, Dave, Dark Squad will be playing tomorrow. So now if majority of teams start make the rotation in, or make the rotations and start to make the rotations in. Oh my god, I cannot speak today like per usual. We're gonna see on who's gonna have the prime spot, and who is gonna start putting pressure on the teams that's rotating in, or about to start rotating in, as the zone is about to start closing in less than 16 seconds. So So right now, T20 with the most kills in the lobby. So far, doing what they do best, dominating in their match, trying to see if they could not only get more kills added on, but if they could probably win this match as well. Also, again, chat, there is a 1 minute delay, just so you know. So the chance of stream sniping. So the chances of stream sniping, excuse me, is little. Is the chance of stream sniping is little to none. So now towards TF, finally engaging against Team Recoil. They do get a kill. They do get a knock here. Janshu is weak. Ghost trying to making his move, and Team Recoil is losing member after member here. With try to see get to right quick with Baki being the last player left alive. Baki trying to get away down to less than 10 HP. Vanshi not trying to give him an easy escape. Baki does get the mech hit off, but he still needs to rotate in. But unfortunately, he doesn't have any more glue wars left. If Vanshi basically glue wars here, and Vanshi does not get to that rock in front of him, chances are he could be fully eliminated. Now unless another team spots him, but I don't think another team will. Baki just barely able to get to the tree, trying to survive, going on a prayer that another team, any other team, sees TF and puts the pressure on them to divert their attention from him. But from the looks of it, TF knows that he's the last player left. They want to get a full team up here and get the kill. Baki just still take a lot of damage, trying to survive, just trying to say, my boy, just leave me alone. Go somewhere else. Go bother somebody else. But for the looks of it, Vanshu is saying, nah, brother, bring that ass here, boy. And Vanshu puts the pressure on Baki, and Team Recoil is your next team after Godlike being the next team to be fully eliminated. And now, now with also Echo Esports being fully wiped out, we are now down to our last 4 teams as 2 Reapers gets fully eliminated too. So damn, down to our last 4 teams being Resilient, Crew Reborn, T20, and it was Team Fighter, but Team Fighter just got fully eliminated, which I think was by T20. So T20 and Crew Reborn breaking double digits in their kills, trying to see who is gonna get the first booyah in match 1 for Group A. T20 trying to look for an angle here. Heat does get a knock on Axel as Axel goes down. Axel most likely will be fully eliminated, but Oliver tries to see if he could probably get to try to see if he could be able to get the rest on his team here, and he does get a help up to keep his team in a 4-man with 4 players alive, but they still need to rotate in. The zone is closing. This will force them to group up and start fighting. Tar for Resilience does get knocked down. This most likely put Resilience in a 2-man situation. Mark with a nice angle on Crew Reborn, but he does not get many tags here. Crew Reborn finally getting inside the zone, but with the boat maker being called on them, they will start taking damage. T20 started to make the push here. Unknown and Heat trying to look for angles. Chimbo, Alex, Oliver, and Axel just is on the edge of zone trying to fight T20 off. If Resilient decides to put pressure on them, which they do, as Scripps does get a knock, and he most likely would get a kill on Mark. This might put T20 in a bad spot here, but Crew Reborn is having the members get knocked down one after member. Chimbo send the launch pad to rotate. Alex Axel getting a help up on Alex to keep his team alive. T20 now put in a 2-man situation. Crew Reborn, they have the members knocked down again. Resilience down to only 1 player left, with Scripps being left alive. Chimbo trying to put pressure on Scripps, trying to get him in a hard rotation and a hard time. Caliberonic trying to keep the team alive, trying to see if they could steal the win here from T20. Unknown trying to push up, trying to see if he can probably get angle here. Alex, I don't think he knows that Unknown is to his right. Unknown does get a tag. Alex put the pressure on Unknown. Unknown, he gets knocked down. Axel, he gets knocked down, but Alex is gonna be there for the help up. Heat putting the pressure on him. Resilience, he's gone. Alex jumps over the glue wall and gets the full kill on Heat, and Caliberonic takes the first booyah and steals the first booyah from T20. And Caliberonic is your match 1 winners, kicking it off very strong for the Phase 2 Series 3 Group A and B qualifiers. So now I'm able to see both TikTok and YouTube chat, so that's good. Okay, so let me tell them just in the scores right quick. Oh, bitch! There you go. Good. I think so. After this, I need to like log back into my account. You need to like set up. Just set up right now. Okay, so so Caliberonic kicking it off strong as hell with a nice clutch by Alex there. If he keeps it up, Caliberonic could probably take the first, could probably be the first place for group could probably be first place for group A, but it does depend on how they play the rest of the matches though. So I'm trying to just finish taking screenshots here, and then we should be done. Now I'll get to it. Okay, give me a second. Let me just do this right quick so I can log back in and tell the shit. Okay, so Caliberonic taking first place with 16 kills. Michi, I will tell you the teams. I will tell you the teams that's playing tomorrow later in the stream. So Caliberonic getting 16 kills in match 1 and the first place spot, well, also known as getting the first booyah. Then we have T20 coming in second place with 15 kills, and Resilience coming in third place with 6 kills. And then we had Team Fighters coming in fourth place with 4 kills. True Reapers coming in fifth place with 5 kills. Echo Esports coming in sixth place with 6 kills. Team Recoil coming in seventh place with 2 kills. Godlike coming in eighth place with 5 kills. Try Next Time, also known as TNT, coming in ninth place with coming ninth place with 6 kills. Royal Tigers coming in 10th place with 4 kills, and Team Angelic coming in 11th place but only 1 kill. So hopefully the squads that did not do too hot in the first match can come up a little better later on. So first match went hella good, very good. So let's see. So I'm looking forward to see how the rest of the teams do in the next match. So let's see, $6. So let me send a quick chat. Just give me like 1 second. So I'll able to see both TikTok and YouTube. So, what time? What time for Eastern? What's up, Cookie? How you doing tonight? By the way, Cookie, it's a 1 minute delay, so I probably would be able to see your thing. I probably was my thing. So Dave, tomorrow, the group C plays at Group C's first match is at 6:05 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Just so you know. So yeah, chat. So the first match, from Group A, absolute fucking cinema, dude. Listen, dude. When I saw that flank for Mark, the first thing that went to my head was, okay, Mark is gonna do what he typically does, hit the flanks, get the knocks, and help his team secure the win. But with him being caught off guard by Scripps for resilience, I was like, oh damn. That just put T20 in a bad position, and Scripps was able to get the kill off of Mark. And that just put T20 in a 2-man, while Caliberonic was able to keep the team alive for a little longer. Now, I think it was Chimbo that took the launch pad. A little. Shit. Okay. Dude. I'll look into it. But no. But like I said, once I saw them when I saw T20 lose Mark, I was like, damn. So they were Chimbo taking a launch pad towards Scripps. I think Scripps got the knock or Chimbo got the kill, bro. But I put it in a bad position. But either way, he went down. Alex and Axel were the last two, so it was a 2-on-2, and Axel and Alex were able to win that last gunfight and get the first. And was able to get the first booyah. We're going to get the first booyah for match 1. So with match 2 starting, we're gonna see who could be the next team to take the second booyah for tonight's Group A. So let's see. Moving on. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, Dave, like I said, Dave, it would be like I said, I think you guys are in Group D. I have to check. So what time is it right now? So like I said, there's a minute delay, but as of right now, it's 6:31 p.m. PM Eastern right now for me. So we have our 12th team did finally come in. So again, to remind you, the teams that's playing in Group A: Team Angelic, Resilience, True Reapers, AXD, Royal Tigers, Crew Reborn, Team Fighters, T20, Godlike, TNT, and Echo Esports. I think we are still missing a team, but for some reason they did not join in. So to kick off the first gunfight, Team Recoil going up against Team Fighters, which is ironic because Team Fighters did fully wipe out Team Recoil back in match 1. So for them to get the a little payback on them is kind of ironic. So let's see if they get up. Now, try next time on TNT. Now put the pressure on Resilience here. With Resilience, I think it's down to the last member. Actually, I don't think so. But K-Man, yeah, I think it's K-Man. Yes, K-Man trying to win his gunfight. He does weaken him, but unfortunately he does not survive. And I think Resilience is now down to 1 player. Yep, now Resilience is now down to 1 player left alive. Okay, what was I saying? So, yeah, this is good. Okay, so Ghost for TF does get knocked down by Madden. I will admit though, Godlike is looking pretty good so far. They just need to do a little bit better on placing points, but overall they're looking okay. To now, Team Angelic is taking a little. It takes some pressure from T20 as Mark does get a back-to-back knock. Damn. Now now Heat and Unknown going for the rush here. Heat trying to put pressure on Team Angelic. Team Angelic trying to fight them off, but Heat and Unknown with the relentless pressure cannot withstand right with Heat and Unknown and the third member for T20 putting the pressure on Team Angelic, as Team Angelic is again the first team to be fully wiped out in match 2. Damn, they have to lock it in for the next for the third match, because if they keep this up, not only will they not qualify, but they might not even be in contention for the Redemption Cup. Because to give you guys a little context, right? In order to qualify for the Redemption Cup, you need to come in 6th or 8th place. Now if you come in 9th or below, you do not qualify, and you unfortunately will have to wait until the next tournament. Now if Team Angelic does at least get to 8th place though, which is not too far, but they would need to have a very good game next match. They could at least qualify for the Redemption Cup, because I always see them qualify to the semifinals with them being fully eliminated, being the first team to be fully eliminated again. So now we have TNT putting pressure right back onto Resilience as Tar takes a lot of damage here. Smooth trying to see if he could probably look for an angle on see, let's get to my quick. Smooth trying to see if he could probably look for an angle on the TNT members, but TNT is not overextending though. One of the members does take some damage though, but he's not getting dropped. But speak of getting dropped though, Tar going down, being shot in the back by Axel. As Crew Reborn is deciding to join the fight here. Smooth, he gets knocked down, and now it's up to K-Man and Scripps to keep it's up to K-Man and Scripps to keep the team alive and try to get the team back in the match. And for our next team to be fully wiped out, Team Fighters is your second team to be wiped out after coming in top 10 in match 1, and TNT is your next team to be wiped out too. Damn. And to be honest, TNT was on a nice little momentum, but Crew Reborn saying, you know what, that momentum, we're gonna put a stop to that right quick. And Crew Reborn fully wipes out TNT, and now we are already down to our last remaining 8 teams. Yes, Zeno, this is game 2. So now Godlike with 10 kills. She okay, Godlike. Okay, I see you turning up. Okay. So let's see if you can keep that going, and I think they will. As Abdul does get knocked out with the members, but he does get knocked and fully eliminate himself. But he does get brought back to keep Echo Esports, excuse me, to keep Echo Esports in a to keep Echo Esports in a 3, at least to keep him in a full a 4-man team. My apologies. So now Royal Tigers actually Royal Tigers is in a distance, so is now starting to put a little pressure on Godlike, as Godlike has 13 kills, securing 3 more kills off of off of Echo Esports, is now trying to get their 14th or more off of Royal Tigers, as he do get a knock, but the Royal Tiger member was able to get helped up. Now, now Madden and with Madden and Delete, two snipers are holding the high ground and putting pressure on the Royal Tiger members, force him to disengage, having to rotate, to a different spot, as he see that this spot is not a good one for them. Royal Tigers have been performing in the CTS pretty good here, but they could do just a little bit more better. But Phantom does help his team get the second kill though, off of which I believe was Scripps for resilience. But Godlike is not laying up. They're keeping the pressure on Royal Tigers, not giving them an easy escape as Godlike is trying to go Godlike mode on them and trying to get the full team wipe. But they need to be careful as two of the Resilience members is in the distance, and they could third party them, but with Tar being knocked down and fully eliminated again, keeping Resilience in a one-man situation, as I'm just noticing now, they probably won't even have a chance to put pressure on any team in the lobby at the moment. Scripps does get his team back. Godlike is for looks, it's just gonna run right past him. Scripps praying that he does not get spotted by any of the members, hiding behind his which was that gun bump, the crane game, right? Yeah, hiding behind the crane game machine, trying to keep his team alive, as his team is in a very bad spot. I'm pretty sure the spotty sensors for Godlike is going off. I'm pretty sure they have a feeling. Say, hold up, I got a feeling that somebody's here, just that I don't know where. So Scripps, I'm pretty sure that Scripps is shivering in his boots, trying to say, my boy, just leave me be. Just go somewhere else other than near me, as I just want to keep my team alive and to keep the team alive longer in this game. So Team Recoil and True Reapers are the next two teams to be fully eliminated. So that does leave with our last 7 teams. An ego spotting Scripps, shiver me fucking timbers, as Scripps goes down and he gets fully eliminated. And Scripps not having a chance to keep his team in a 3-man situation. Now down to the last 2 players. Scripps was just not having a good time. He couldn't go anywhere with Godlike in the area. And now with 7 teams left alive and the zone starting to close in, a majority of the teams is on the outside zone, more on the western side, trying to make the rotation in as they want to get a good spot of zone. Now with the zone going towards the eastern side of it. Going towards the eastern side, pushing teams to pushing teams towards the middle, and for the teams that's rotating from the western side to now start taking their gunfights. A lot of teams for the teams that's starting to make the rotation in is trying to see if they could they could probably start winning their gunfights here. Now Godlike starting for the pressure from T20 as T20 is trying to swat the rotating members from Godlike out of the sky, but Godlike is able to make the rotation and create distance and keep the team alive. So T20 won't be getting any kills off of them, but they might be getting kills, but they might be getting a kill or 2 off of the teams that's starting to rotate in late. Crew Reborn with 17 kills. Right after fighting Royal Tigers, as Royal Tigers is now down to the last player with Phantom having to go far outside the zone, trying to collect the coins to keep his team alive, to at least get 2 players back. But he might only be able to get one player back. Now XD being pressured by Echo Esports with JDL feeling the pressure by Minato and King. Just by Minato. But King is gonna be there to support for his teammate. But they do lose one player. The other JDL trying to put a little pressure on the two members of Echo Esports. That's starting make the rotation out. TNT there's 3 matches per group. We have 1 match left after this for Group A. Then we have Group B after that one. So XD trying to keep the pressure on Echo Esports as Aimlock does get knocked down, and he most likely, from the looks of it, he most likely would not be helped up. But Echo Esports is inside the zone. They could actually put pressure on the members for XD, but I might have spoken too soon, as XD does eliminate 3 other members from Echo Esports. But 2 other members is starting to feel the pressure from Resilience, as 2 of them does get knocked down. JDL, the other JDL would not be helped up, and he would be fully eliminated. Echo Esports gets fully wiped out by Resilience. XD starting to feel the pressure from Resilience. JDL, he gets wiped down. Crew Born putting pressure on the 2 members from XD, as one of the members does get knocked down and fully eliminated, and XD is now down to only 1 player left with Snipsy. We'll call it Snip, as Snip is now the last play left for his team. Resilience down to 2 players left. Smooth, he's down, and now it's up to Scripps to try to keep the team alive. He does get tagged. He still needs to rotate in. The zone doing too much damage, as I don't think he'll be able to survive, which he doesn't. And Crew Reborn is able to get the full team wipe. On Resilience. And now Crew Born with 23 kills and is on the verge of maybe even hitting a 20 or hitting a 30 bomb here if they keep the momentum going. But with 5 teams left alive, and T20 dropping the boatmaker in his zone, this will force the teams that's out and open to start making rotation inwards. Third member for T20 and Mark get knocked down. He gets knocked down. Unknown gets knocked down. And the full team of T20 gets wiped out and fully eliminated by Godlike. As we're now down to our last 4 teams. Asian for Royal Tigers gets knocked down and fully eliminated. XD, they're out of the game now. As we're now down to our last 3 teams with Godlike, Crew Reborn, and Royal Tigers. Godlike with 22 kills, Crew Reborn with 23, and Royal Tigers with only 5. Tornado still knocked down, trying to see if he could probably get helped up here. But Crew Reborn is keeping that pressure on Royal Tigers. They see that they're outside the zone. A-Kish gets knocked down, Phantom gets knocked down, fully eliminated, and Tornado gets knocked down and fully eliminated. And Crew Reborn fully wipes out Royal Tigers. Axel get a nice jump shot. I want the members for Godlike, as Godlike does have one of them get knocked down, but he does get helped up. And Godlike with the zone pulling towards them could now hold out Crew Reborn, as Crew Reborn needs to start making the rotation towards them. Alex, Oliver start pushing up. They really can't do much as Godlike does have a nice spot in the zone, and they do have a nice spot for high ground. But the Elite does get knocked down. But he will be helped up by Eagle, but he needs to heal up. He needs to keep his team alive. Oliver going for on the bridge. He does get spotted by Maddie. He does get tagged, but he's able to stay alive. Ego does get knocked down, but he will get helped up. But the help up needs to be quick though. Delete gets knocked down. Oliver going for the push. Alex Chimbo is gonna beat it for the assist. Ego goes down. Madden, he goes down, and Crew Reborn gets a back-to-back booyah for Group A. As I think they was what I think. Oh my god! I think they hit what almost 30 kills this match. Actually, I think they hit. Yeah, I think they did get 30 kills right there. Oh no! There was 1 kill away from hitting the 30 kill mark. So Kuro born with 29 kills and Godlike with 22 and Royal Tigers with 5. So give me a second, chat. So you check second chat as always. I got to screenshot of the scores and send them in. Damn, what a marvelous game by Kuro Bonde, dude. Like, damn. Sheesh. So just do second chat. Okay, so we'll go to the last match. Okay, so Kuro Born getting first place at 29 kills, Godlike getting second at 22, and Royal Tigers getting third place with only 5 kills. So then we have AXD coming in fourth place with 6 kills. T20 coming in fifth place with only 8 kills. Resilience coming in sixth place with 3 kills. Echo Esports coming in seventh place with 4 kills. True Reapers coming in eighth place with 5 kills. TNT, also known as Try Next Time, coming in ninth place with 3 kills. Team Fighters, no kills. Team Recoil coming in 11th place with 2 kills. And Team Angelic come in 12th place with no kills to their name. So Team Angelic will definitely need to turn it up next match. I'm gonna who's gonna see? I know it. Yeah, so. So I'm gonna tell the team to get ready. So I think we're on one team. Oh, whose team are we waiting on? Whose team are we waiting for? Is TNT? I think it was TNT, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh no, TNT is here. So who's the missing team? Oh, that's weird. That is weird. Okay. Okay, so okay. ready. Let's see who's missing. Well, all right, guys. All right, so we just like guys, we're gonna go straight into the third match. We can go to no solo chemistry. So we're just gonna do that. So just fix it quick. Okay. I will change everything too. Okay, so our last and final match for Group A. We have Team T, Resilience, True Reapers, AXD, Royal Tigers, Team Fighters, Caliberonic, T20, Godlike, Team Angelic, and Echo Esports. This is Free Fire USA. Dude, I wish it was, but no, my boy. This is the CTS, the Caliberonic Tournament Series. We are a North America Free Fire Tournament League. Boys, if your team wants to play in future CTS tournaments, please join our Discord via link in our link in bio, just so you know. So Resilience going up against Royal Tigers, as Royal Tigers secure the first blood for match 3. K-Man, Tar, both get knocked down. Scripps, he gets tagged. He's weak, and he unfortunately runs into Lex for True Reapers. Now, Lex trying to see if you could probably get the full, try to get the knock and full kill off of Scripps here. Smooth does need to keep his distance. Just in case if Scripps goes down. For looks of it, Void Tigers might third party is. Actually, no, I don't think so. So at the moment, it's just Scripps going up against Lex, trying to see who is going to get a knock and kill. I'm trying to see if my thing is all right. It's good, right? So. I think we're good, right? I'm just double checking. Hey TikTok, you guys can hear me clearly, right? I just want to double check. So T20 coming to third party. A couple other members on Resilience, as Resilience does lose 2 of the members and still is in a 2-player situation. So Royal Tigers being the current kill leaders with 4 kills so far. So now with only T20 and True Reapers being the only other team with at least 1 or more kill. So now the other teams in this lobby need to try to see if they could get some more kills added on. AXD is in contention to get top 6 if they perform just as good as they did back in match 2. Due to the fact that they missed match 1, they are at a little disadvantage, but they still have enough time to at least clutch top 6. So T20 getting a second kill off of True Reapers. Mark with a nice knock and kill, helping his team get again the second kill. And for the first team to be fully wiped out in match match 3 is Resilience Esports. And now, but now T20 putting the pressure on True Reapers, getting two knocks and 2 more kills. Actually made that 3 more kills, as I believe True Reapers is now put in a 1-man situation with Shooter being the last play left, having to disengage from T20 to keep his team alive. So now T20 and Royal Tigers is tied up for the most kills, trying to see which of the two is going to break the tie for kill leader position. So now over towards AXD and TNT. TNT have one of the members knocked down. JDL, he gets weak. Zane, he's knocked down. King trying to see if he can put a little pressure on TNT here. JDL does drop down. He wants to start putting pressure on the teams, putting pressure on TNT here. But XD does get third party by a new visitor being Godlike, but Godlike has 2 of the members knocked down and fully eliminated, and is spread apart too. So Godlike decided to third party at the worst possible time. Really can't do much here for that third party. So they basically free KP, and now they're put in a 2-player situation, having to see what they can do to get the team back and progress as the match goes on. Because Godlike had a fantastic match 2, but for looks of it, their momentum did diminish, if I'm seeing it right, going into match 3. So they need to figure out how or what they could do to at least get somewhat of that momentum back, to at least see if they could break double digits. So now TNT being pushed by Royal Tigers here. Eagle from Godlike, he gets to knock on the members as he and another member before Godlike is assigned to third party this fight. Paul trying to see if he can help up. He does, but he needs to be careful as Royal Tigers and Godlike and AXD is joining this gunfight here. But Paul drops down and trying to see if he can get a help, a buyback. But unfortunately, he can't with only the M19 or 1817s or the dual revolvers in his hands. He cannot survive. And TNT is the next team to be fully eliminated in match 3. And now AXD and Royal Tigers in the same building. JDL going for the pushing with King being with him to the system, but both him and King get knocked down and fully eliminated by the members of Royal Tigers. And now Royal Tigers has 11 kills to their name here. So now Royal Tigers is on a very good momentum and nice little kill streak for the third match, and trying to see if they could keep that going. So now over towards you see T20 as over towards T20 finding the members of XD, find members of XD starting to land in as XD is trying to see if they could regain and try to reset after losing 2 of the members. But T20, this is with T20 in the mix, they're saying, nah, but we are not gonna give you the snowball chance in hell, as Mark gets a nice knock, and he most likely will be getting his kill off of JDL for T20. Unknown in the other JDL do trade, but Heat is gonna be there for their help up. Actually, not Heat. Unknown is gonna. I think it was Mark that was gonna be for. Like, hold on, look at the wrong team. I think I was. I think I was looking at the wrong team. We'll get to later on. But now T20 losing 2 of their players to Echo Esports. Echo Esports, under a new name of previously known as Maja Esports, doing pretty good in today's tournament though. They still need to catch up though. They doing decent on kills and decent on placement, but in this third match they need to at least get top 3 to keep the team alive. To keep the team alive for contention or a chance at getting top 6 to qualify. Now AXD does get the 10th kill off of one of the members from T20, but the first JDL does get knocked down, but he will be helped up, and AXD securing 10 kills in match 3. So AXD also doing very well. Only 2 kills away from hitting 12 kills and being tied up from Royal Tigers. So so with them being near T20, Royal Tigers, and now Caliberonic during the mix, if they play these next gunfights well, they could potentially hit at least 15 kills. But they need to take the gunfight smart, and rotation needs to be smart as well. As the zone is currently, before the next zone pops up, is on the northwestern side of the zone. So the teams from the southern from the southern eastern side will now need to start rotating in, and same for the southern western side, as majority of the teams on that side is starting to make the rotation. So now Team Angelic, thank God they are not the first team to get wiped out, but they still need to get some kills on their belt. With them starting to make the rotation in, and hopefully could at least get some kills as time goes on. Now Caliberonic put a pressure on AXD here with JDL. I believe he's the last player left for his team. Actually, no, he's not, but he does get knocked down, and Snip is the last surviving player for his team. And Caliberonic will be getting 5 kills, I think. Was it 5 kills? No, only 4 kills. But AXD is now put in a 1-player situation. TF only down to 2 players, but they might be getting they might be getting their third player back. So now over towards Royal Tigers, the current kill leaders in this match, holding a nice spot inside the zone, going up against T20, trying to see if they could probably force T20 out of the house and force them to leave them alone. So now Godlike losing one of the members to TF, where TF is killing the second kill, and Godlike down to only 2 players left. So now Echo Esports starting to make the rotation inwards into this next zone, trying to see if they could start collecting some kill points here. As of right now, Echo Esports is in a good spot for this zone, waiting to see who is going to start rotating late and who has to start who has to probably get into more of the gunfights as time goes on. Now, if it looks, speaking of gunfights, the godlike member Eagle getting knocked down and fully eliminated by Echo Esports. So now Echo Esports with 7 kills, and they could actually be put on 9 if they catch unknown Mark and the other member off guard here. With Monado starting to put the pressure on, but Aimlock does get knocked down. He gets fully eliminated. Abdul started to push up, trying to see if he look for angle here. He does spawn one of the T20 members jumping down. Unknown, he's weak. Blood, he gets knocked down. Abdul trying to use the M79 to get a knock, but he gets knocked down, fully eliminated. Now it's up to Monado to keep the team alive. He does secure a kill, but with Mark holding the high ground outside the zone, for Mill is able to find the last player for Echo Esports, and Echo Esports is your next team to be fully eliminated, as we're now down to our last 8 teams going into the next zone. So now Caliberonic having Oliver getting knocked down, but he will be helped up, but he still needs to rotate in. Caliberonic with only 5 kills here, still alive, still for a team here, and they could actually get a 3 booyah streak though. But I don't know though, if 8 teams left alive in this zone, and they'll be pushed by True Reapers here, they could potentially be fully eliminated with Alex and Oliver being weak, with Axel Alex getting knocked down. Panther, he gets knocked down, but Rage is gonna be there for the help up. Chimbo trying to see if he can keep the pressure on him. Oliver going for the push. Oliver being very aggressive there. Chimbo trying to go for the assist. Oliver getting 2 knocks on True Reapers, with Panther and Rage getting knocked down. And Caliberonic now putting the pressure right back on True Reapers, with Lex, I believe, being the last player left alive, having to disengage and try to keep his team alive as time goes on. But if Cruelborn finds him, he could his team could be fully could get fully eliminated in actually I was gonna say he could actually screw saying could, he does get fully eliminated, as now as True Reapers is the next team to be fully eliminated in 8th place. So now Royal Tigers having Tornado getting knocked down and most likely will be fully eliminated. And now XD putting pressure on Royal Tigers, but Royal Tigers pulls the Uno reverse and gets the full team wipe on AXD. But AXD had a nice game here with 10 kills in 7th place. They might have clutched up qualification, but it does depend on how the other teams, how the other remaining teams do in this match. So now Team Angelic finally surviving to at least get in top 5 here, but they really don't have any kills. But they do get a knock on the one of the members for Cruelborn, but they would still need to start making the rotation in. Cruelborn having 2 of the members knocked, but Team Angelic tries to secure the kill here. They do get a bowmaker off, but they don't secure the kills though. As looks for it, it's actually T20 that's stealing the kills away from Team Angelic. So T20 snagging the kills and now has 12 kills to their name. And now Cruelborn down to last player left, with being Oliver being the only player left, trying to rotate in as the zone is starting to close in. From the looks of it, I don't think Cruelborn will begin a 3 booyah. We're getting a back-to-back booyah for the group. But I don't know. But I don't know if Oliver is able to clutch it up for his team. He might be able to. But Team Angelic down to the last player left. Peekaboo trying to rotate in. Peekaboo taking some damage though, but he's able to stay alive as Team Fighter. Team Fighter is the next team to be fully eliminated. We're following Royal Tigers here. And now Team Angelic is able to get to top 3. But they do take a lot of damage from the Boatmaker. And T20 is able to get the cleanup. And T20, from the looks of it, will be getting the last and final booyah as Oliver Cruelborn is the last player left. Oliver trying to survive, but unfortunately, he can't. And T20 fully eliminates Cruelborn, and T20 gets the last booyah for Group A. No, 62. Okay, so Crew Reborn, not Cruelborn. Actually, Cruelborn coming in 2nd place, but unfortunately losing to T20. And now T20 takes the last and final booyah for Group A. Let's see. Give me a second, chat. I need to let Group know that is it on the play. I gotta look at the gotta look at the what was the condition was. Give me a second, chat. Is What was it again? It was W. My bad, I had to like make sure the teams know that it's time for them to play. Okay, so yeah, man, a wonderful game from T20, and props to Team Angelic for at least getting to top 3. But I don't know if that'd be enough points for them to at least get 7th to 8th place though, as they did lack in getting kills. They did get some knocks though, but the kills did get stolen from T20, so unfortunately they couldn't get any kills though. But this would not be the last time you see Team Angelic. You will see them in future CTS tournaments. So also guys, give me a sec. Guys, give me a second. Let me screenshot the scores and the kills, and then I will send them. Let's open a another mistake. I'll take me like 1 second. Let me just like screenshot this right quick so the scores can be added in. Also guys, to the people who followed and shared the live, thank you guys. I do appreciate it a lot. It does mean a lot for you guys to do that, because the more people that know about the CTS, the more teams could play and the more recognition that we get as well. And listen guys, when we get more recognition, that also benefits you guys as well, just so you know. So I tell you, sorry, my phone screen was touching for yo, it'd be like that, bro. Yeah, I remember when my phone used to do that when my older phones used to do that, bro. So okay, so go back to it. So T20 getting first place in 19 kills. Crew Born coming second place with 13 kills. And Team Angelic coming in third place, but unfortunately no kills. And then we have Royal Tigers getting 9, 12, 14, 16 kills. Okay, that's nice. Then we have Team Fighters coming in fifth place with 5 kills. Godlike coming in 6th place with 3 kills. XD coming in 7th place with 3, 5, 7, 10 kills. Then we have True Reapers coming in 8th place with 2 kills. Echo Esports coming in 9th place with 3, 5, 8 kills. TNT, also try next time, coming in 10th place with only 1 kill. And unfortunately, Resilience coming in 11th place, but no kills to their name. So now that concludes. Group A, and now we get ready. For Group B. Byron, the scores will be shown after. Since what we used to track our scores, used the previous to track our scores is for some reason it's not tracking properly. It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of acting up a little bit. So hopefully we could probably hopefully we'll fix that as time goes on. Let me see though. But the scores will be shown though. It'll be shown. Just that you know, it just that you know, it just won't be shown anymore. So knows. Just do it quick. So you can take a challenge. I'll make sure to copy text. Boom. So, yeah, like I said, guys, Group A and B results will be sent later in the stream, cause like I said, cause the original way that we do that we show our scores, for some reason it's not working properly. I had to change it. So, but but hopefully hopefully tomorrow for C and D, we could hopefully I'll be able to fix that. But yeah, don't worry though, the scores will be shown. You just had to be patient with us. So it's always the second group that never comes properly. Oh nah, that's right. Danny got moved. That's why Danny got moved. So did he not say my SGP? Oh yeah, I need to let know. I need to let do now. What's your most thing at? I also need to let Abhishek know as well. So yeah, so it's gotta be, so guys, it's gotta be a little patient as we do get Group B set up. Floor left mistake. Do you say I went 47 out of 50 from 3? Oh nice. Okay, so SGPs here. So we have 8 teams, so it means that only 6 qualify. If you get 9 or 10, that'd be brilliant. We might just miss out on like 2 teams. Okay, so let's see. So I think if you get like 1 more team, that'd be brilliant. If you at least get like Titanus, let's see. Okay, perfect. Damn. Okay, so I could like download this. Bailey. Okay, so Dan Group 1 so you get 10 teams in here. Okay, Lumidity? Yeah. 7. Games. Okay. Oh, cool. Titan Z is here. E7 is gonna come back, so we will have at least 11 teams. Perfect. Fine with me, bro. Because I guess most of you have in one fucking in Group B for the past couple of tournaments, dude. Golly. Okay, cool. So just gotta be patient. Cartel, what's up, man? How you doing tonight, man? Again, guys, to remind you, is a 1 minute delay to prevent stream sniping and to prevent teams from it's a 1 minute delay to prevent stream sniping. Okay, come on, Titan Z, let's change your skills, brother. Come on, we got the video shit. Come on. What is this? Titanus. Come on, but you can't be this much of a dunce, man. You have to know that you can't have the same skills, bro. Come on. Okay, go. Okay, so kicking off match 1 for Group B. My chat, this has been a hot minute since we had at least 10 or more teams for Group B. Because the past few tournaments, we only had, I think 8 or 7 teams playing Group B. But today, we have a total of 11 teams. I wish it was 12, but unfortunately, we couldn't get the the 12th team in, which was Favela. But listen, everybody's gonna make it. It happens. It is what it is. But we're gonna have some good gameplay from Group B. And I'm looking forward to see how the teams play. So let's go back into So for your teams in Group B that's playing today, we have RYX, Mexico squad. Oh my god, my podcast. So we have RYX, Mexa Squad, 58 Nation, D9 Squad X, Rambox Gaming, PvP, R8 Official, SGP, Real Flow, E7 Empire, and Titanus Z. So, a majority of the teams in Group B are new teams in the CTS, so we are glad they're here, and we welcome them to the CTS as this is their first tournament for the CTS. So RGB, for looks of it, might begin first blood off of Mexa Squad with one of the players getting knocked down, fully eliminated. Make that 2 as RGB secures the first 2 kills in match 1 for Group B. Then a solo being aggressive. Malos trying to survive, but unfortunately he can't, and Malos gets knocked down and gets knocked down and fully eliminated. So Landbox off to a great start. Now real flow getting 2 quick kills. Actually make that 3 off of SGP. And in my chat, SGP has qualified ever since they played in the CTS, has qualified for every tournament that they played. So with them off to a very bad start, this might lower the chances though. But good thing is only match 1 is early in the game, so they at least have a chance to make it up. So let's see if they could could get the teams back, as Jamil, the influencer and sponsor for the CTS, is the last player left alive. One of the sponsors for the CTS. My apologies. So now RYX trying to put pressure on I'm trying to see what was that was E7, but for the looks of it, he does need to be careful though. He can't really go too aggressive though, as RYX is really far apart right now. Since but Almano does get knocked down. Prime for RYX does get tagged. Kappa going for the push, trying to keep the aggression on him, not trying to give a snowball's chance of hell, but Prime does get the knock, but he does get knocked down, and most likely will be fully eliminated by Pinocchio, as Pinocchio does get the 4th kill for E7. In my chat, E7 was the team that was going to be picked to dominate in Group B. And the first team to be fully eliminated is D9 Squad X. Unfortunately, I ain't see about who. But now we have RA Official being pushed by PvP here, as PvP is getting very aggressive. Jaden, he gets knocked down. Zywa, he takes a lot of damage. Kissy, he gets knocked down. Alucard, he gets knocked down. It's now to danger for RA Official to keep the team alive, but PvP says, nah, brother, you ain't going nowhere. And PvP gets the full team wipe on R8 Official, as we are already as we lose our first 2 teams, my apologies, in match 1 for Group B. So now on towards 58 Nation. Again, so far has 5 kills so far, and they are tied up with E7. With E7 and 58 Nation be tied up, and PvP only be 1 kill away from being tied up as well. And Mighty Chat, go back to 58 Nation. Mighty Chat, this is a whole new roster for 58 Nation, and this roster was a previous roster of Zada X. Like I said before early in the stream, to have a already existing team in the CTS play under another existing team as a whole new roster is a first. So have Zada X now play as 58 Nation is very good to see. Marvel, he gets knocked down. Pinocchio, he gets tagged up. Vulture does get tagged, but he does not get the knock. MS trying to get the pressure on E7, not trying to get an easy rotation, but the shots really don't land as much. They do have a good angle. They do get at least some damage, but it's not enough to get any knocks at the moment. Now towards Titans Z, my apologies. Trying to see if they could trying to see if they could probably get a nice little spot here. Try and get prepared for the late zone. So now MS does get caught off guard, as Kappa does get the flank on MS, and he does get the knock. And now MS trying to survive here, but Vulture does get knocked down. Marvel, he's weak, he's gonna get knocked down, and he is most likely gonna get fully eliminated. And now MS down to the last 2 players, trying to keep the team alive, as Sebas does get knocked down. Malos, the last play left, does get tags on 9, but is not enough to keep the team alive. And Mexico squad is the next team to be fully eliminated in match 1, but they do at least get some percentage points, but they will need to make it up in match 2 and 3. But before Mexico Squad got eliminated, Real Flow was the next team to be fully wiped out, and the next team after Mexico Squad is SGP to be fully eliminated by 58 Nation. And now 58 Nation holding the kill leader spot with 13 kills, looking very strong here in match 1. But they do have E7 only a few kills away, and they had the rest of the other teams that still left alive. With us having 6 teams left, and the zone still being relatively big though. Meaning that placement points will be very, very important for them. Let me just make sure. So let's try. I'm looking forward to see how the remaining teams do right here. As E7 does drop down on PvP, 2 very well-known teams are going head-to-head here. But PvP is having the bad end of it. But I might have spoken too soon though, as he do put a pressure on E7, they do get knocked. But E7 has not. We set a gunfight here. Pincho get a knock. PvP down to the last player, and the last player does get knocked down and fully eliminated. And PvP is the next team to be fully wiped out by E7 and 58 Nation. And E7 is tied up for the most kills. Was Dudley was for our last 5 teams with only just after hitting the 5 hitting the 8-minute marker. Why does the M5 sound like that? Due to the fact that they removed the splash damage sound. I mean, they removed the explosion effect. It does. It only makes it sound as we shoot it. And it does not make the explosion sound, and it does sound a little different in Free Fire Max as well, because the League does have Free Fire Max sound effects, so that's why it does sound a little different for you. Okay, so now Titan is deciding to get a little aggressive here, trying to put a little pressure on RYX, but Daniel does take some damage though. Daniel with a nice tag on 999, but he gets knocked down by Pastor with a nice knock. But with RYX too far away, they really can't go for a push here. But that knock did stop Titanus from keeping the pressure onto them. And now RYX has a chance to reposition and maybe go for the aggression, or maybe go for the push, but only if they decide to do so. But from looks of it, only 1 kill to their name, they from looks of it don't really want to do much at the moment. Then Danny does get knocked down with Titans having their players get knocked down one after another. They do keep the damage up, but it's not enough. And E7 deciding to join the fight. Daniel, he gets knocked down. Kappa, he's looking for angle. Wally does get the tags on one of the members for E7, but it's not enough. E7 go for the push. Danny does get knocked down. Wally, he's weak. He's trying to defend. He's trying to keep the pressure on E7. He does get a knockdown, but he is weak. Could he kill? Yes. Titanus getting the first kill for this match. Could he get another one? Yes. Prime for RYX does get knocked down. Wally getting very aggressive here, but unfortunately he gets knocked down and fully eliminated. And Daniel trying to escape, but Pastor denies it, and RYX gets the full team wipe on Titanus. And now down to our last 4 teams: E7, 58 Nation, RGB, or also known as Vampire Gaming, and RYX. With E7 and RYX going head to head, putting the pressure on each other. But RYX does take some damage, losing one of the players after fighting Titanus. With Prime send out a nade, but the nade does not land here. Now now E7 getting a flank off of RX, and now RX down to the last player, Pastor, trying to defend himself, trying to keep the team alive, try to put up a defense, but the defense is not enough from E7, and E7 gets the full team wipe on RYX. But they do come in fourth place though, with at least a couple of kills, so that will keep them at least in top 6 after the first match going into the second. But if they do have a poor performance next match, in match 2 and 3, that will hurt them detrimentally. And now Devil and Fatal both getting brought back for 58 Nation, and now 58 Nation only a 5 kill difference from E7 in RBG or Vanbox, with only 5 kills to the name here. They do have some making up to do if they want to at least do very good and place it in the leaderboard. Hermano does get tagged up by Try Again Later, but he is able to reset and try to return the favor. But E7 is from the pressure from 58 Nation, as 58 Nation does get a knock, as Devil is able to get a knock on one of the E7 members, which does give 58 Nation the green light to start rotating in, trying to get a better spot inside the zone here. Now, as a zone closes, even though there's 3 teams left alive, whoever has the best spot in the zone will have a good chance of winning this match, as the zone does pull towards the northern western side of it, as both E7 and 50 Nation have a very good spot. Now, 9 does get knocked down, and one of the members for 50 Nation does get knocked down as well. With 50 Nation and E7 trading shots, with both teams focusing each other, this might give Vanbox an easy rotation, as eyes would not be on them. As Vanbox can actually put pressure on E7 if they choose to do so, and this would actually be a pretty good opportunity to do so. But they wouldn't be careful, as 50 Nation could third party them. But E7 does see RGB pushing up and says, nah, but hold your horses, stop right there, as you're not gonna even get the chance to pull up on us. As E7 does stop the push, but solo for RGB does get a knock on Pincho, but from the looks of it, he will not be securing his kill. Zen does take some damage. He does put a lot of damage on 9, but 9 does not get knocked down. And E7 is holding a spot inside the zone, and 58 Nation is trading some nice shots with them. And 58 Nation is looking very good in the first match, but they still would need to start rotating in. Same for E7 as well. Now now with the zone closing in, now with zone closing in, and the last 3 remaining teams is able to get out of the zone, they can start putting more pressure on each other. Try Again does get knocked down, but Zen is gonna be there for the help up and to keep his teammate alive. Devil, he gets knocked down. Actually, not my bad. Fatal, he gets knocked down, but Devil is gonna be there for the help up. And now a boat maker called, I think it was actually called by Vanbox, will deliver some damage onto both E7 and 50 Nation, and might turn this gunfight more towards their favor. And now with this zone starting to pull, with the zone pull being in effect, Vanbox does have a good chance of closing, a good chance of getting this getting a win here. And now E7 putting pressure on one of the members for 58 Nation, as Devil gets knocked down. Try Again, he's knocked down. Fatal, the last player left, gets knocked down and fully eliminated. With 58 Nation coming in second place. Now RBG putting pressure on E7, and Vanbox Gaming takes the first booyah for Group B and takes the first booyah for match 1. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So Vanbox Gaming steals the booyah from both 58 Nation and E7, but I think they might have just broken double digits. Yes, they did break double digits, but they don't really get as much kills as E7 and 58 Nation. But they are off to a very, very good start going into match 2. So, so as you do chat, let me take a screenshot of the scores and send to my moderator so he could put the scores in. Give me like 1 minute so I can so as I do this to have the things get ready. I need to make this quick though. So give me a second, chat. Just make sure I get this in, and that is the last one. Okay, cool. All right, so okay, so Vampires Gaming getting first place 10 kills, E7 coming in second place with 21 kills, and 58 Nation coming in third with 13 kills. And then RYX coming in fourth place with 3 kills. Titan is coming in fifth place, 2 kills. PvP coming in sixth place with 5 kills. SGP coming in seventh place with 2 kills. Mexa Squad coming in eighth place with no kills. Real Flow coming in ninth place with 3 kills. And RA coming in 10th place with no kills. And D9 Squad coming in 11th place with also no kills as well. So make sure the teams comes back. So just gonna 816. 816, right? Right. Okay. He says points will be shown. Points for Group A will be shown later. Group B points Group B points might be shown a little later too, but or if not, I will post on the TikTok so you guys can see the results. I'll post results for Group A and B on TikTok either tonight or tomorrow morning. Then I'll post the teams that's playing in Group C and D tomorrow as well. So 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 A Group A would definitely be shown. Just that Group B might be shown a little tomorrow though. So okay, like the teams are here. Okay, so the teams are here. Okay, we missed like one team. I'm getting comments before you come back. So they come back. I think it was E7. That was E7, like the team that joined back. Okay, they come back. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think everybody's back. Let me just double check before you start, and I think we are good. So we're gonna go straight into match 3, and go here, guys, up. And we're gonna see who is going to take this. Who's gonna take the second booyah for Group B. I do hope the teams do last longer though. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so the teams that's playing in Group B, to remind you guys again: RYX, Mexa Squad, D9 Squad X, PvP, Rampbox Gaming, Strategic GP, also known as SGP, R8 Official, 58 Nation, Real Flow, E7, and Titanus Z. The teams that really need to cook this match for sure is definitely D9 Squad and R8 Official. Real Flow needs to step it up a little bit, and same for SGP. Mexican Squad might need to step up just a tiny bit, but they're at least in a good spot though. But R8 and D9 will need to step it up going into this next the next match. So PvP down to 1 player already. Damn. With Dr. S being the last player left alive, and E7 secures the first secures first blood in match 3. If Dr. S stays alive, he could get the free revival for his team. So PvP off to a bad start already. Damn. So hopefully they are able to reset and regain. So now Rampbox Gaming putting pressure on Mexa Squad as Richard does take some damage from blood, but Naritella, I don't know if I'm saying name right, does get a knock and does get the full kill. And PvP is the first team to be fully eliminated in match 1. Damn. Damn, so that is surprising to see. So now, Rampbox Gaming is not a blue yet, as blood in Naritella does get pushed by R8. As Danger and Alucard, who looks for, they want to get aggressive. Blood does take some damage. Alucard trying to look for an angle. He's trying to put pressure on him. Blood most likely will be getting knocked down. No, actually, Alucard gets knocked down. No, Naritella does beat down the wall. Danger trying to put pressure on Naritella. He does get a knock. Blood is weak. If they can they win a gunfight? I mean, I guess they both win a gunfight. I see both do trade, but am I for you gonna get the knockdown? I mean, the rest. Actually, I just know by a... wait, nope, my bad. Woo, so Danger does get helped up, but R8 do lose one of the players, and R8 does come out on the winning side of that gunfight. Jamil does get knocked down in full elimination on Richard for Mexican Squad. And now SGP putting pressure on Mexican Squad as Sabes and I think the Sebes and another player from Mexican Squad does get knocked down and fully eliminated. Now Marvel, the last surviving player, could not survive long enough, and SGP fully wipes out Mexa Squad, but Mexa Squad did get fully eliminated after Rainbox Gaming. And remember, Rainbox Gaming did win the previous match, so for them to go out in the next match is going to hurt them a lot, especially if these remaining teams decide to turn it up. So with Mexa Squad, with Mexa Squad, Rambox, and PvP being the first 3 teams to be fully eliminated, it's actually almost anybody's game to hit top 6 right now. So that means that D9 and R8 do have a shot at getting at least top 6, but they would need to play pristine here. They would need to lock in, collect kills, and win these gunfights, and especially when going against these heavy hitting teams. So over to us. So let's check out Real Float. One of the newer teams for the CTS with only 1 kill so far, but they do hit top 8. If they do perform very well here, they could probably steal top 6 though. They did perform okay last match, I will admit, but they will need to step it up as time goes on. So now Titanus, Titanus Z putting a little pressure on 58 Nation as 2 other members does get caught in the open, and they will be getting pressure from the looks of it, as Dextro is saying, no bro, I'm gonna go aggressive, I'm gonna put pressure on you, but he needs to be careful as 58 Nation is a strong team right now, and Dextro does get knocked down. Wally trying to survive here. The Heal UAV does get dropped. Danu trying to put pressure on 50 Nation here. Trying to look for an angle. Trying to use his teammate as a little stepping stool and try to deliver some damage. But the shots need to land. The strategy needs to be there. Wally does get knocked down. He did have an angle, but the angle was not good for him. Danilov trying to keep his team alive. Daniel does get knocked down. Danilov trying to escape, but Zen denies the escape, and Titanus Z gets knocked down and fully eliminated, being the next team to be wiped out in match 2. So that's gonna hurt them. That's also gonna hurt them a lot too, based on the fact that based on the fact that they not only did they not go out, based on the fact that not only did they go out in 8th place, but they had no kills to at least keep them safe. So that's gonna drop them down. That's definitely gonna drop them down in the standings. So now RYX going up against D9 Squad X, trying to see if they can put a little pressure on them, which they do though, and get 2 quick kills off of them, I believe, right? Yes, actually no, they get 4 kills with D9 put in a 1-player situation with Teller as a last player left for their team. Now having to create distance from RYX and try to keep the team alive to at least make up for match 1's poor performance. But it does come down to how they play and if they're able to get the team back into the game. So right now SGP still holding the 1st place spot. So now E7 58 Nation going head to head with Demonic, get knocked down and most likely will be getting fully eliminated as Kappa does secure his 3rd kill and secure the 5th kill for E7. So now 58 Nation down 1 player. But if they keep the distance from E7, they should be able to get the team back into if they get their 4th player back into the match. Now Teller trying to put pressure on RYX, but he needs to be careful as he still is the last player left alive. RYX still going on a chase, trying to get the full team wipe if they can on D9 Squad. If D9 does not get the teammates back, D9 will be in a very bad spot and lowers its chances at qualifying for the semifinals next week. Now, so now RYX did get distracted by RA official, so they might have a chance. So some D9 Squad might have a chance to at least get 1 more player back into the game, but that player would need to play it carefully. Teller still able to keep the team alive, still able to keep the team in the game with with his team relying on him to get the team back into the match. But he would need to hope. But he would need to, well, how many tokens he even has? He does have enough tokens to get one player back, but he needs to make it quick though. With the zone starting to close in, the damage is just going to increase. So Jackson up. SCP going up against R.A. Fisher. One of the members does get knocked down and fully eliminated. Alucard, he gets knocked down. He's most likely going to get fully eliminated. And now SCP with 9 kills, they could probably get 9 kills, but at the moment they have only 8 kills at the moment. And RYX Esports get fully eliminated by E7, and E7 does steal the kill leader spot from SGP, but only a 1 kill difference. How much he spent on this account? I didn't spend no money on this account. This account I can't even spend money on since it's the PC client account. So Teller is able to now able to get to a respawn beacon. He can now get his team back into the game, and he is now able to keep. He was able to survive long enough to at least get top 6. So now it's up to him and the rest of D9 squad to get some more kills and maybe even get a higher placement to increase their chances at getting top 6. Because again, guys, only top 6 is going to, or the top 6 teams qualifies to the semifinals. Real Flow able to stay alive to top 6 as well, but they would need to start collecting more kills here. Demonic does get knocked down. Zin going on aggression on Alucard, and Alucard does get fully eliminated. Demonic will get helped up, and now 58 Nation is able to make a quick reset with them being healthy right now. But they would need to be careful as Real Flow is behind, and SGP is above them as well. And R8 official does get fully wiped out by both SGP and E7. So R8 will be the next team to be fully wiped out. And now SGP going against 58 Nation again, and SGP wins the gunfight against 58 Nation after they lose a gunfight back in match 1 against them. So SGP gets the revenge on 58 Nation, with SGP securing 13 kills, securing 13 kills in this match and surviving to top 4. And same for Real Flow, getting top 4, but they only have 1 kill though, so they would need to start killing the kills as the match goes on. Now SCP lose members one after another, with Jamil, Wag, and Broly being knocked down and most likely will be fully eliminated. And now up to Ghost to get his team back into the game and try to survive, barely getting down the mountain and barely surviving. Hopefully he does have enough to get his full team back, but his team will need to reset. And now D9 squad also getting a place, getting top 4. So the placement points will help them out a lot, but but they will need to start getting more kills as well. No Dwight. It's only if there is PC players, it's only 1 PC player per team. Now Real Flow go up against E7 with 3 of the players getting knocked down and fully eliminated, with Rodrix being the last player left alive, trying to see if they could probably survive long enough to put the team in top 3, as long as E7 doesn't find them, but unfortunately they do. And Real Flow is the next team to be fully wiped out, but the 4th place placement points will help them out a lot. So if Real Flow does perform very well next match, in the next match, with that being the last match, they could potentially steal 6th place, but they would need to lock in. if anything, to at least get a chance at top six, they would need to hit at least 10 or more kills in a match 3. So now D9 squad putting pressure on E7, trying to see if they could probably get some knocks and kills here. But the shots is not landing. E7 go on the aggression. D9 for the looks of it is gonna try to create some distance and try to create a little window for them. But E7 is knocking down the members one by one. Gene and Parker, the last surviving members. Parker trying to see if he could do something here, trying to let his shots, but unfortunately he can't. And E7 wipes out D9 squad, which does leave us with our last two teams, SGP and E7, with SGP with 13 kills and E7 with 24. And also, chat, like I said earlier in the stream, the community did say that E7 was going to dominate for Group B, and for looks of it, the prediction is right. Now, SGP are trying to see if they can survive here. Wag does get knocked down. Ghost trying to see if he could probably survive here as a solo, but E7 does spot him, and he does get flanked by 9, and E7 gets the second booyah for Group B in match 2. Celine said kick out Mecha Squad. Celine is Mecha Squad your rivals? So if so, that would probably make sense. So E7 getting first place with 27 kills. SGP getting second place with 13, and D9 coming in third place with 0 kills. Even though they got third place, the kill points is really what they would need to start working on more as well. You can see the scores in. No, wrong one. But there we go. I'm about to say. So you see. You see, yeah, Chad, your boy might need to start taking Duolingo lessons to learn more Spanish, dude. Cause, mi español, terrible. Okay, so let's okay, so let's go. We can go. Okay, so Real Flow coming in fourth place with only 1 kill. 58 Nation coming in fifth place with 5 kills. R8 Official coming in sixth place with 2. RYX coming in seventh with 3. Titanus coming in 8th place with 0. Mexa Squad coming in 9th place with also 0. Rambox Gaming coming in 10th place with only 2 kills. And PvP coming in 11th place with no kills as well. So now, going in to the last and final match for Group B. Let me tell me quick. So, to the RX until the teams join. So, so Group B we're about to go into the last match. Let's see who could get the last and final booyah and who could qualify to the semifinals next week on Friday. Because again, guys, only the top 6 teams will qualify to the semifinals alongside with the top 6 from Group A, Group C, and Group D. But Group C and D play tomorrow, though, by the way. So chat, we will start in 2 minutes. Who you think is gonna get the last and final booyah? Drop your predictions in chat, because I want to see which teams are you rooting for and which team you think is going to close out Group B. Also guys, thank you for the also for both YouTube and TikTok. Thank you for the followers and thank you for the subscribers. It really means a lot, guys. It really does help out a lot. Also guys, tomorrow we do have our TikTok 1,000 follower solo tournament, where you could win a bundle that's between the 1200 diamond range of your choice. So again, guys, if you want to participate in tomorrow's tournament, you have to one, you have to follow us on TikTok, and 2, you have to join the match when the room opens after the qualifiers for C and D, just so you know. So, but more info on that will be sent on TikTok. So again, guys, if you have it, make sure to follow us on TikTok to get more information on that as well. So I think the teams are ready. All right, so going into the last and final match for Group B. Chat, who you think is going to win the last? Who do you think is going to get the final booyah for this group? Even though there's only 11 teams, these teams have been performing very well. While some of them is lacking a little bit, but the majority is hanging on in there. You said, "Shut up, Unc." That's crazy. But Jamil, you're older than me, but be quiet. So, to remind you of the teams that's playing their last match right here in Group B: RYX, Mexa Squad, D9 Squad X, Rambox Gaming, R8 Official, SGP, PvP, 58 Nation, Real Flow, E7 Empire, and Titanus Z. So I'm gonna I want to bet that one of the teams that has been performing poorly in the first 2 matches, excuse me, might actually end up winning this match. But it comes down to how these teams play. With E7 E7 go up against R8 here. With 9 take a lot of damage. Kappa being being to assist him. In an Escobar being very aggressive there, overextending a little too much, and E7 gets first blood. R8 does need to be careful when going up against E7, because E7 is a very strong team. Now, SGP go up against Real Flow with Muzu getting knocked down and most likely will be fully eliminated. So now that puts Real Flow in a 3-man situation. If they do lose 3 more members, it won't hurt them too much due to the fact that the free revive is still in play. They would still need to at least win this gunfight. The best you can do is probably fight them off a little bit, or just try to hold their spot down. But unfortunately, I don't think they can much, as Eze does get knocked down and fully eliminated, which does put Real Flow in a 2-player situation. So now Real Flow will now need to regain after the free revival comes into play, and would need to step it up as the match progresses. Because even though they got top 4 last game, they will still need to start working on getting some more kills as the match goes on. Again, to at least get top 6, they will need to at least get 10 or more kills to at least have a chance at getting at qualifying. So, but they do get at least a kill off of Broly for SGP, but Fournette is by themselves, trying to see if they could probably get another kill here, which they do get a knock on Jamil, and they do get a knock on Ghost. And now Wag is the last player left alive for SGP, and Real Flow gets 3 kills off of them. So now SGP put in a one-place situation, is now put in a bad spot. But if I'm correct, I think the free revival is still in play, so they could probably get the free revive. If not, then now SGP would need to buy their players back to at least have a chance at to keep the team in a good spot for this game. Unfortunately, I didn't see no subscribers. Damn. Whoever subscribed, thank you for subscribing. It really does mean a lot, and also thank you for subscribing to thank you for being a part of the CTS family. Unfortunately, I couldn't see who though. So if your name popped up, nice. Okay. So now 58 Nation going up against Mexa Squad here with Zin taking some damage, but he's able to reset and get ready for this gunfight here. Devil, from the looks of it, is trying to go for a flank and trying to see he could try to catch Mexa Squad off guard. Mexa Squad has been doing okay, and actually I might spoke too soon as Richard overextended himself, pushing by himself, and becoming a free kill for 58 Nation. Now Sebas trying to go for a flank, overextended himself as well, with Sebas getting knocked down. Marvel, he gets knocked down, and in a Mexa Squad, it's the next team to be fully eliminated. And actually after that, Titanus and E7 gets fully eliminated. So now the strong team in Group B is out of the match is out of the match early on. So now excuse me. So now RBG, 58 Nation, Real Flow, D9, RYX, Mexa Squad as well, PvP, R8, and SGP has a good chance of performing very well here. And now Real Flow putting pressure on SGP, getting another kill off of them. Now Wag getting knocked down, fully eliminated. Goes by himself, having to use Morse to disengage as Real Flow from the looks of it actually hit flow state and is now collecting kill after kill. From the looks of it, they say, no, bro, this is our last match. We need to kick it up. We need to step it up because we only have 1 game left to qualify, at least have a chance to qualify for the semifinals. And so far, they are at 5 kills so far. If they get 5 more, they'll be in a good spot right now. So right now, they are in a good pace, but 5 more kills will help them out very much. And R8 Official being the next team to be fully wiped out by RBG with the last player not even having a snowball's chance in hell to even at least touch grass, to at least keep his team alive. But R8 did do pretty okay. They did get 3 kills, but they will need to pray that if the teams that's below them does not cook this match. But from the looks of it, Real Flow with 6 kills so far. Okay, Real Flow, I see you deciding to turn up, cooking for the cooking in the last match, because like I said, they know that this is the last match. They need to at least get some more kills. But they can't really overextend too much though. So PvP with 8 kills now go up against Rambox. Zyro does get knocked down. DS knock it down solo for Rambox. And in PvP will be getting the 9th kill in this match. Blood X going for the aggression. Dr. S gets knocked down, fully eliminated, and same for the other player as well for PvP. And now PvP is putting a 2-man with Zyro and Dr. S being knocked down. Kato and Sasuke, the last 2 players left. Kato by himself near Mecha Squad. If he goes down, this will put PvP in a very bad spot. RBG down to what the how they hold up, who third party oh, it was D9 Squad. D9 Squad decided to join the fight and fully eliminate 3 players of RBG, force him to disengage and buy back to 2 players to where they now have to reset. Okay, so D9 Squad, they see that this is the last match, decide to get some more kills as well, as the teams that's in the lowest standing is now starting to turn up. I wish you guys decided to turn up a little earlier, but with them now having a chance to actually qualify now, they are doing very good. So now, like I said, now RYX is the only team right now in this lobby with no kills. If they go out now, they could actually lower their chance of qualifying if they don't win the next gunfights. Now, Mecha Squad go up against D9. Parker, he's knocked down. Gene, he's knocked down. Della, Folk, the last 2 players left were from Della, 4 outside the zone, and Folk, the last player left that's near Mecha Squad. Trying to see he could probably get a free kill or pick, but what he really needs to do is disengage. Even though you hit a shot with a card of day, ooh, nice knock though, but he still needs to disengage though. But if he is able to secure the kills though, which I think he might though, which okay, Folk with the bow maker in a card 98 in mix is able to get 2 knocks and 2 quick kills and almost dying like an idiot to his own grenade, is able to get 8 kills for D9 Squad. So nice job by Folk there. I think Folk, listen, Folk. My bad, bro. Listen, bro. I ain't know you was like that, bro. You got it, bro. Shit. Respect you, my boy. Shit, respect. So now, Mecha Squad did lose 2 of the members, now having to regain. With the 2 members, Sabbath and Marvel, now landing near PvP. One of the powerful teams in the CTS at the moment is probably one of the teams they don't want to go against, but they do get a knock though. But they get knocked themselves as well. Damn, nice shots by Zyro on Rocha there, and now Mecha Squad is put in a 1-player situation. Mecha Squad momentarily was in the 1-player situation, but Richard, having enough coins to buy back his team, is able to keep his team alive. So now the remaining 8 teams is able to stay alive, keeping the team alive, having the team stay alive to keep the place points still in play, but they would need to start working on kill points as well. With PvP being the only team at the moment breaking double digits, with 58 Nation, or Real Flow, and D9 Squad only a couple kills away from hitting double digits. And again, back to real flow. Like I said, if they get 10 or more kills, this spot for their chance of qualifying will be very good. So like I said, for looks of it, I think Sabas. What is that reaction time? He had to be distracted if anything. So unfortunately, D9 squad is the next team to be fully wiped out, but they do break double digits though. With how many kills did they get at least? They did break double digits. I can't see because something's blocking it. Let me see. I might look back. I'm on the laptop, but again, they break double digits, so they do have a good chance of qualifying though. But I don't know though. Coming in eighth place though, I don't know. But they might though. It does depend on how the other teams perform though. RYX is still no kills to their name. Vulture being pushed by Dr. S for PvP. Demonic does get knocked down by Jamil for HGP, but for looks he might be getting helped up. Actually, I don't know. No other player for 58 Nations able to get to the roof. PvP now has woken up and is only 2 kills away from hitting the 20 kill marker. Now RYX go up against Real Flow, but Real Flow is knocking each player down one by one. But Real Flow is able to keep the team alive and is able to put RYX in a 2-place situation, and they break the 10 kill marker. So actually, they break the 10 kill marker with an additional kill to add on to that. And now Marvel squad with Marvel trying to be sneaky peeky like with Marvel trying to be a little sneaky little dude, backfires, and he becomes a free kill for Real Flow. So now Real Flow on 12 kills, increasing the chances to qualify here. So now Real Flow might have just hit top 6, getting 12 kills right now. And hold up, Chad. Hold up. What the hell was Marvel doing, thinking he could just be sneaky peeky like, try to get some kills on Real Flow by himself? By the way, he had no support. With him. It'd be a little different. He probably like another player or two. But what was he doing going by himself? Anyway, he becomes a free kill. And now Mexican squad is down to 1 player left. So now down to our last 7 teams trying to see who could get the final booyah for Group B. Kato does get knocked down, but Zyro is gonna be there for the help up. Real Flow does decide to join the gunfight. SGP put the pressure on them. 58 Nation did decide to get in the mix here, and Real Flow does get fully eliminated. But they do get a nice amount of kills though, so they might have clutched out qualification. But it does depend on how the other team performed though. Rainbox, HEP, both of them only a house across each other. 58 Nation getting for looks of it, trying to get a little mixy here, trying to see if they could probably get some more kill points here. PvP putting pressure on SGP, trying not to get an easy rotation. A majority of teams trying to rotate in. Vulture for MX squad trying to survive, trying to see if he can at least get one more kill here. But Rainbox Gaming is able to find him and get the full elimination. 58 Nation trying to survive, trying to put pressure on PvP. But PvP is trying to put pressure on them. SGP is starting to join the gunfight. SGP trying to put pressure on 58 Nation, trying to give them in hard rotation. Same as RBG, Arab, he gets knocked down. Nautella and is solo. The last 2 players left. RYX with passing the last play left, catching Ghost off guard and getting a quick kill. 58 Nation down to the last player left, with Zen being knocked down, fully eliminated, but they do get 12 kills. Now Nautilla, we'll call him Nard. With Nard being the last 2 plays left, is able to find the last play left for PvP and gets the full team wipe. And now RYX and RBG, the last 2 plays left. Solo, Gnar, Pastor, last 3 plays left. Can Pastor maybe clutches for his team to secure the last and final booyah for the Group B qualifiers. These shots do need to land from Pastor. Gnar Solo push up and gets the last player for RYX and RGB. No, RBG. I don't know. No, RBG. No, RBG closes the last match for Group B, ending it off with an amazing game by everybody. Yo, chat, why did everybody decide to turn up in that last match, bro? Especially the teams that knew they had to collect kills to at least have a chance at qualifying. Yo, I gotta give my props to D9 Squad and Real Flow from turning it up in the last match. Cause oh my god, yo, they turned up with the kills, man. Is it enough to get top 6? I don't know though. I don't know. But if they did get top 6 though, that would be very, very well. Can you take a chat? Let me okay, let me see the scores and then we'll break down the last match. So you know what, chat? I can't show scores tonight on during the stream. But guys, if you want to see the scores though on who qualified and who unfortunately did not, please follow us on TikTok and the scores will be there. I will post the scores tonight alongside the teams that qualified to alongside the teams that's playing in Group C and D. Let me tell Acer to make sure to get the logos done, by the way. So yo. Okay, so Randbox Gaming closes the last match for Group B, and they do secure 2 booyahs in their group. All right, with them getting 13 kills in the last match. Then we have RYX getting 1 kill for top 3. They might have clutched up getting into top 6, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Then we have SGP coming in 3rd place with 8 kills. Then we have PvP coming in 4th place with 7. With 7, 1, 2, 3, with 7. No, I can't go over here. So with 10, 17. 10, 17 plus 6 is 23. No, is that 23 kills? No, 17 plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 23 kills. So 23 kills in 3rd place. Then we have 50 Nation coming in 5th place with 12 kills. Mexa Squad coming in 6th place with 5 kills. Real Flow coming in 7th place with 6 kills. D9 Squad coming in 8th place with 6, 8, 10 kills. R8 Official coming in 9th place with 3 kills. E7 coming in 10th place with only 8 kills. And Titanus Z coming in last place with only 1 kill. So yo, what an amazing, bien Grupo B. Bien, Grupo B. Amazing Group B, dude. Yo, that last final zone, bro, was amazing, bro. Amazing, amazing. So, yo, I'm looking forward to see who qualify, yo. And again, if the teams, this goes for both A and B. If for the teams that fall short from qualifying, both six, no, from 7 to 8, they will qualify to the Redemption Cup to where they have a chance to still qualify for the series grand championship. But yo, the teams did amazing, bro. Did amazing, so. So again, chat again. The scores will be posted on our TikTok, okay? The link to our TikTok from YouTube, from YouTube, by the way, for the link from my TikTok, you will see the link from our TikTok will be accessed through our link tree in the bio of the channel. So if you go to my channel, click on our link tree, you will see our you see the TikTok link, and that's how you see TikTok. Make sure to follow as well, and that's where the scores will be posted. Do we post it either? Do you be posted tonight, or do we post it on Monday alongside the scores with C and D? That most likely might be the case if anything. So again, guys, what an amazing Group B, man. Yo, for the teams that play today, yo, listen, give yourself a round of applause, yo. Everybody played good, yo. Everybody played good, yo. Even if you fall short from qualification, if you don't qualify at all, you played amazing, bro. Even if you was the first team to probably be wiped out the first match or second match, and you turned up in that third match, yo, you did amazing, yo. And trust me, dude, the CTS is the place for you. It's the home for you. We want to see you play in more of these tournaments. So again, if you're one of the teams that don't qualify for either the semifinals or the Redemption Cup, please do not get discouraged. There's more tournaments to come. We are gonna have so many more tournaments, dude. Especially since the summer is coming up, though. I mean, I guess it's here, I guess, but the summer's coming up, and I'll be more free. So so yeah, guys. Again, if you fall short, if you don't qualify, it's all good. Make sure to please play in more CTS tournaments, and again, if you don't qualify for either the BR tournament, semifinals, or the Redemption Cup, make sure to join our Discord and make sure to follow us on TikTok to keep to keep posted on when we go on when the registration for our next BR tournament, which will be in June, goes live. So, with that being said, guys, like I said, guys, unfortunately, I can't show the scores on the stream, but again, they be posted on our TikTok. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, and yeah, guys. With that being said, that's good. It be it for me, guys. The teams play well. I love to see. I'm glad that we made almost all the teams play. Unfortunately, just one or two teams could make it, but listen, it happens. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good day, good night, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Group C and D. And also, guys, on the TikTok, the teams that play in the Group C and D will be posted as well there. So, all right, guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Oh, what's up? Good, how about you? Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.